Stephen Cuomo, founder and executive producer of Santa Fe Fashion Week. I produce fashion shows. I flip clothing on eBay. I produce fashion vlogs. And I want to do for fashion what Anthony Bourdain did for food. So for those of you who watched last week's Santa Fe Fashion YouTube channel, we have Chris back here. He was able to book us on KRQE, so we're about to go on. And so I wanted to grab this moment to talk a little bit about your store and the collection we have here.
Well, World of Bohemia is a pop-up shop that I'm doing in Santa Fe, New Mexico, in downtown, and I'm celebrating 25 years living and designing in Santa Fe. And as a result, I was able to invite all of my favorite designers, and we're showcasing Katharine Story this morning, who is a fashion designer out of Laguna, California, and I've been wearing her personally for over a decade. And so for the pop-up, she's my featured designer. So the girls are wearing Katharine Story. We have two looks, and one is like a day vintage lace, gorgeous layering, lots of jewelry embellishing. It's a wrap dress we're showing today with nice velvet, which is a little bit edgy with the lace, but also it can be worn open as a over layering piece, which I love. I love the versatility in all of Katharine's pieces. And the other thing is that it's not really sized. It's a very, her clothing can be worn by so many different body types, which I love.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it's really great, and I love that about her style and her fashion. And then this look is a little bit, it's a day to evening. It's a velvet sheath underneath, and it's literally with a drop back, which is gorgeous. And then the over piece is almost like a kind of a shrug. And so for the daytime, it's really nice and casual, but still very upscale. But in the evening, you can kind of slide that off and have a great evening look. And here we're showing amazing abalone jewelry by Leah Mata, who is a Native American from the Central Coast. So the layering of the pieces with the jewelry is very much a part of World of Bohemia.
I love your pieces. Yeah.
As are the big rings. My hashtag, one of my hashtags is "Girl with the Big Rings." So the girls have on their own, as you can see, beautiful.
I feel so.
Yeah, no, we should have gotten a ring for you,
yes,
Steve.
Next time.
Yeah.
So is Bohemian a lifestyle, or tell us a little bit more about? I mean, I love the collection. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Well, for sure, it's a lifestyle. I call it World of Bohemia because I travel the world constantly, and I'm exposed to so many cultures on a regular basis. And I see the differences, but and I always work with artisans for everything. Like all of this is handmade, and that's one of the most distinctive points about World of Bohemia. Everything has to be made by hand. And I'm always into the story of the artisan who's making all of these. So for me, that's super, super special. And so World of Bohemia is about a nomadic lifestyle. And it's, even though all of these countries and cultures are different, there's the made by hand brings it all together and that's the thread that ties it and binds it. So, yeah.
I think a lot of people that buy clothes, I mean, it's nice to have a story behind it. I mean, this push towards like fast fashion, whatever. I mean, you go to H&M and it's just like whatever, but having a story and like you said, being handmade and everything.
And I think what's so important about what's happening in fashion, which I think everybody's very, very happy about, people want to know who is making everything, and that's why working with all the artisans is so critical to what I do. And that's why I invited all my favorite designers and artisans to show, because I want people to see and understand and tell the story of them.
Very cool. So I think the younger generation is really, there is a push towards sustainable fashion and giving more life into fashion and repurposing and whatnot.
Well, and there's just so much life and fullness to these pieces as well.
Right.
There's a big difference in these. There's like a life. There's a depth to these looks.
Yeah. Well, especially with the whole layering and whatnot.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I could say probably very easily that between the three of us, there's probably 20 countries represented. Yeah.
Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in, and we'll continue on as we walk on Saturday.
Welcome back, showcasing emerging fashion designers. That's the mission of Santa Fe Fashion Week. From jackets and cocktail sequins to jumpers and trousers, this show highlights some of fashion's hottest new looks. Joining us now talking more about this annual event is Stephen Cuomo and Kris Lajeskie. Thank you so much both for joining us. Let's get a look at the beautiful ladies that we have over here off to the side. We are looking at
Yvonne.
And that's a